What's up? We are going live to go over Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is breaking out as of right now. Pretty impressed with the price action, actually pretty impressed with how Bitcoin's doing. So we are seeing a lot of bullish news right now. We are seeing, let me just share with you guys. So this was shared like an hour ago. Tesla says it held nearly $2 billion worth of Bitcoin at the end of 2021. What's up? We are going live. Sorry, let me just exit out of that. 2021, and you can see right here, here is the report. Tesla received subpoena from SEC over 2018 settlement. And we also had a Bitcoin miner ETF approved, I believe. Yeah, NASDAQ has approved Bitcoin miners ETF by Valkyrie, which is also bullish in my opinion. Let's get right over to the charts. Just a second. Yeah, let's get right over to the chart. Just want to pull up YouTube just in case I have any questions. Awesome. So I'm going to start with the weekly. I mean, I go over the charts so many times that I end up deleting my whole analysis, and I'm fine with it. I want to start from start from scratch. I did a video a few days ago on how to identify trends. So that's kind of what we'll do. We'll start from the start. We'll do a quick analysis on Bitcoin. Kind of like having this area highlighted, honestly. Hopefully this is not red. And it's red. Let me do green. Oh, wrong things. What the hell? Oh, horizontal line. Sorry, this is taking a second. Okay. Yeah, so there's a few things that I'm looking at, and I am slightly bullish right now. There's a few things that I'm looking at. We broke this area right here, which was a huge one. I was looking. We just kind of smashed right through it. I know a lot of people were going to go short there. Also, if we draw our trend line from here, we did break the trend line in my opinion. There's a few other things I'm looking at. Let's pull up the moving averages because I think that is important. That's kind of what I gauge when the trend has changed. I'm looking at market structure. So this is the higher low I'm looking to break, and we're just right there. Like, this is huge resistance in my opinion. You can see here support, resistance, resistance, support, and then support. And we just kind of broke through. We didn't even pull back. I want to note out this trade that RSI gave you, and honestly, I missed it. These trades don't come often, but this was like a nasty trade. So take a look at this. The RSI was downtrending for the whole year, pretty much right here, from January all the way to July. When we broke that RSI, the momentum shift, and you can see right here, this actually gave you an awesome buying entry right there. And I told myself, we are seeing another RSI downtrend, and I'm going to long it when it breaks out. Not only did it break out, like, look at how crazy of a trade this was. A lot of people thought this broke down here when this candle broke right through the trend line. And we were looking at it in the Discord, and somebody mentioned it's a stop hunt, you know? And you can take a look here. We broke this downtrend of an RSI. We actually came to retest. We broke above and retest. That's a beautiful trade. It's like the final touch, the final kiss, and it broke out. Look at where it did right here. That would have given you the best entry for this push. And like I said, they don't come often. This was January. You had the breakout in July. And so over the last 12, 13 months, we got 2 daily triggers or signals from RSI. I'm not going to get one tomorrow. It's going to be a long time. Like, that was an awesome trade. I missed out. So I want to get into Bitcoin because 1, the RSI shift has happened. 2, the trend line has broken, and I'm looking for market structure to change. I want this downtrend, this clear downtrend. I want it to be over. And what does that entail? We need to actually break this top right here. And we're like literally right there. We need to break above. So let's zoom in let's still go back to the weekly for a second. I am looking for Bitcoin to keep pushing so I can get the 4 and 9 cross right here. If we take a look, we're about to get the cross. Bitcoin just needs to keep going. The weekly takes a lot longer than the daily. Obviously, there's 7 days in the week, so we have to wait 6 more days and 7 hours for this to move. But look at this, when we got the crossover here, you see less whipsaws. You see less fake moves. Awesome entry around 37K, exit around 56K. I mean, the start of the bull run, that wasn't a cross we actually bounced, but right here, 7,000, so these signals, I don't take them lightly. When they cross the weekly trend on what these moving averages I'm using, they're to the upside. And when they're to the upside, I want to get into this trade. If I want to get in quicker, I use the daily. And I missed the daily. Look at how much confluence was right here. We had the cross, we had a whipsaw, whipsaw, you probably lost a few percent, but it recrossed right here. You had the hammer. Let me delete these red lines. You had like a hammer on the daily, and then you had the cross, you had the breakout of RSI. I don't use much indicators, but when you see so much confluence, it's such a strong buy. You had this crazy bullish engulfing. This is such a bullish variation right here. You had this crazy bullish engulfing candle right here. And I was telling people in Discord, I doubt we will get a retest anywhere close to here. If we pulled back this whole candle, it would have been ugly. I said that live. If we pulled back this whole candle, so much strength, it wouldn't have been cool. I would have been less likely to jump in. Now that the daily is showing the crossover, I need to find a way to get in. I need to get patient. I'm already patient. I need to stay patient. So this is kind of what I'm looking to happen. So as I mentioned, the weekly is about to cross. The daily crossed. I missed the whole setup. I missed the perfect long, and they don't come often. So I'm a little pissed about that. You can see the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Here, hopefully we had the reversal. You have the lower low right here. We're going to make a lower high. We need to break this area here because this is the lower high to invalidate it. We need to break above 44,000 and trade above it. We can still get rejected here and then start making our way down. This could just be a deviation over the trend line and we break down. It could happen, but we have so much strength. And I'm just looking at the candlesticks on the daily, on the 4 hour. You can see right here. We broke out of this continuation pattern right here. This is like a flag. It was so flat. I mean, it had to break in 2 directions. We had a stop hunt here, stop hunt to the upside, and then we broke up. And you can see Bitcoin's just pushing. It's pretty strong. The candles are large. I'm not looking at volume. Somebody did note the volume was weak, but that doesn't, I'm not really a huge volume trader. I'm looking for this to break. I want to get some pullback so I can get in long. We also mentioned when it crosses, sometimes you don't have the opportunity to go in long. So you get in a small, tiny bit so you don't miss out on the move. And that was a perfect example. You could just get a tiny bit in on the cross because it never pulled back a decent amount. I could have got in at the flag right here in the consolidation move and the continuation move, but it was a bit risky. Like I didn't want to chase the price, and now Bitcoins keep moving. It'll make people FOMO more and more, and people will like take the bad trade right at resistance. I need to wait to see what happens. This is my resistance right here. Let me delete all this stuff. This is my resistance right here. I'm curious to see what you guys think. But we're broken this trend line right here. I'm expecting and hoping Bitcoin to keep moving. If we can get a pullback into this support, so back into the 40s, this would be the 41, the 46,000 right here, somewhere right here. You can see like there's heavy support right here. If I can come in and get a long, I would get my long, and hopefully we can keep breaking back. This would be the next area in my opinion. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the line chart. I like this area. I see a ton of support and resistance here. So like resistance, support, resistance, this broke right through the deviations and resistance right here. And you throw back to the candle, you can see that a lot of candles actually interact with that line. Or was it this one? Wow, I'm looking at the wrong line. Same thing. A lot of candles interact with it. They like tap it pretty nicely. So if we break above here, the 50K area is what I'm looking at next. In breaking over the 50,000, in my opinion, will be hard because we've dropped so much, and that 50,000, such a strong psychological number, in my opinion. And we're seeing like a strong area when we broke down this whole area right here. And that was, yeah, the 50K region. When we broke down 50K, we retested and just broke down. So this is kind of the move I'm looking for. I missed the long. I'm not going to FOMO in. My portfolio is doing well. I'm happy Bitcoin's moving. I'm happy Ethereum's moving. We'll take a look at Ethereum for a quick second, but I'm not going to rush into the long. I need some sort of pullback. That would give us the higher low to go into a higher high. And if you got lucky right here, caught the bottom or caught this trade, you have the best position. If you buy here, and then it pulls back, I have the second best position in the market, and then it explodes off. That's, be patient, don't chase, buy the retrace. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum just quickly. So slightly the same thing, but we didn't break. We did break the RSI, so you could have got a nasty trade, nice long here, you didn't get the actual touch, but still pretty similar setup. I mean, if Bitcoin's doing that, you can pretty much have a safe bet on Ethereum. You can see I drew out some like very quick support lines, bounced right off of here as well. So this would have been a beautiful trade. We haven't broken the trend line. We haven't broken the downtrend. We're still setting lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and lower high. We haven't broken this trend line. We haven't even tested or invalidated this lower high, which Bitcoin has. Bitcoin's right there. You can see, let me remove a lot of these drawings. Oh, damn, I went crazy. Yeah, so Bitcoin's right there. It broke that downtrend, the trend line, and it's right at the lower high, trying to break right through. Ethereum needs a little bit more gas to get up there to break this trend line and then start testing the previous lower high right here to break past that. So Ethereum's actually lagging a little bit. Ethereum BTC is down almost 1%. So Bitcoin's leading this. Bitcoin's rallying. Like to see it, honestly. Put your thoughts in comments below. We're going to be traveling a lot at the end of this month. We're going to Miami for the Fish Fly event, Vegas for Unconfiscatable, and then in April, Bitcoin Miami. If you're in any of the areas or if you have any events close by, let us know. Would love to see all of you guys. That's pretty much it. Stay safe in the market. Use a stop loss. It's hard for me to give you guys a signal or a potential stop loss because the price action that I'm looking for hasn't happened. I don't know how far we'll pull back. I don't know how it'll look like, what kind of wick or candle will place. So I can't give you guys a signal. I have to be watching it pretty consistently, honestly. That's why I missed this. I've been just stapling in NFTs and things like that. And I missed that beautiful long. So pretty much that's it for Bitcoin. It's pretty much break it here, continue, or it wouldn't look too good. See a lot of fear if we broke down here. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Just curious how it is doing today, and it is very indecisive today. You have it just swinging, probably come back and down and test this. So we'll see how that affects Bitcoin. Enjoy